I helped my client Mohiz generate over $32,600 in just 21 days. And in this video, I'm going to break down everything we did for him. So you should watch till the end because I'm just breaking down everything, okay? So yeah, let me start. As you can see here, I'm showing the screenshot. It's literally me holding my phone. We've processed all of the payments on Stripe. It says 21.41k pounds, which is when you convert it to US dollars, it's like 32.6k, more than that. Yeah, $32.627. Yeah. And here, simple breakdown of all of these payments: $2,000 here, $4,000 here, another $2,000, $4,000 payments here, $1,500 payments here. This is basically whenever we get a payment, the whole team gets notified on Discord. It's kind of an automation that works. So, yeah, that's it. And it just shows that we've actually made all of that money. I know what I'm talking about. So yeah, before I start with the whole thing, I want to break a really big misconception. People usually think they need a lot of followers to make money with coaching, and that's not true, because you don't need hundreds of thousands of followers. You just need a loyal audience, and you just need the right audience. Okay, here, as Muhiz, he almost has like 10,000 followers. When we were working with him, he had like 7k followers and also like 2.1k subscribers on YouTube, which is not a lot. Like, you can make a lot of money with this amount of audience. So I'll be mainly going over the Instagram and YouTube funnel here, because that's what we literally did. And also, one side note I want to give, Instagram got us like 80% of the revenue, and YouTube directly got us like 20% of the revenue. But for the Instagram funnel to actually work, you need a YouTube system in place. So if you don't have a YouTube system, and if you just decide to skip that, your Instagram funnel won't work as good. Okay, so I need you to listen to both. I'm starting with YouTube because that's easier, then I move ahead to the Instagram funnel. Yeah, so YouTube funnel. I'm breaking down the strategy first, like how we got the traffic. Mohiz already pretty much knew about this, but I'm still breaking it down for you. We divided it into top of the funnel content, middle and bottom of the funnel content. So that's like TOF, MOF, and BOF. Top of the funnel content is mainly the content that will attract new people. So the content that you make to like attract everyone. It's not the content that's specific to your niche, and it's not the content that is like just tailored to your ICP or anything like that. Okay, and as you can literally see in the title here, watch me start and sell a $12,000 service in just 42 minutes. Now, anyone who is into online money making or anything like that can click on this video and can get some value. So that's what it literally means by top of the funnel content. And as you can also see, like, the views he's got is like 4k. With top of the funnel content, I would not suggest you to make a lot of top of funnel content, because that way you won't convert these leads. You will get a lot of views, but then you won't convert them. So middle and bottom is also equally important. It's like more important. Okay, top of the funnel is just to attract new people, and again, you can like capture broader audience, and you can just transition them to like watch your bottom and middle of the funnel content. And yeah, so you can just send them to the middle of the funnel or maybe bottom of the funnel. And also, we did one thing with all three of these. I would explain that once I'm done explaining all of these three. Okay, then I move ahead to the middle of the funnel content. Here it's mainly the system overviews, and like you like basically educate people about what you do, what your service is, and you tell them. Okay, so top of the funnel content, you show off the money, or like you show, okay, I made this much money. Middle of the funnel content would be like how I made that money, and like how I do this, and like educating people about all of that. This will help you nurture these leads. Obviously, everyone, all 4,000 people that have watched your first video won't be interested in clicking on this video, but as you can see, he still has like 1k people who watch this video, so that's also really good. And this will educate people. It's literally a full breakdown. He has broken down a free 8-hour course, and he's just giving away everything for free. This will educate and nurture a lot of people, and it actually worked for him really well. Then mainly in this point is like to show how you do your services, how you do everything, and explain all of that. Then we move ahead to the bottom of the funnel. Now, this is where the actual conversion happens. This is like tailored to your niche, tailored to your ICP. Here you can mainly show off the case studies, the unique mechanism of like what separates you from everybody else around you, or maybe like in your market. Okay, here it can be like, as I said, case studies. He has literally done a case study with one of his students. His students made like $61,000 joining his service. So yeah, he has just structured it in a form of podcast, and this will help you like build a lot of trust with your clients. Again, this will here you showcase your results, you prove that okay, I am the best in what I do, and just show people. And here you can have a direct CTA. Okay, now I'll break down the CTA. What we mainly did, we had a VSL link attached in the bio, not in the bio, my bad, description, VSL funnel and the Instagram. So maybe like if someone they do not want to watch the VSL, they can also go to the Instagram. Ideally, you want to be sending these people to the VSL, and here once they click on this link, and as you can see also one more thing, you don't need to have a lot of links in your description. The more links you add, the more distraction it is for your leads to like take some action. Okay, and they might just get lost in any state. So once they click this link, they go to the VSL page, and in this VSL page, as you can see here, it says watch this to learn how to make at least $50,000 to $100,000 a month consulting online. This is literally for the people who are like consulting. So he's just calling them out, and he's like, just watch this video. In this VSL, he is nurturing these people, showing these people what to do, how to do. And in this VSL, you have to make sure you cover these main 5 points. Number one is you start with credibility and social proof, like I have done in this video. I have shown the screenshots, I have shown the credibility, I've built the credibility for you to actually listen to me. Okay, so you start with that, then you talk about their exact pain points and their dream outcomes. Now the reason you have to cover both of these is because when someone knows your exact pain point and someone knows your exact dream outcome, they relate to you. They know, they feel like okay, this person might actually have the solution to my problem, and maybe just listen to what he's saying, and that way you get them hooked and trust you more. Okay, then you start with testimonials, my bad. Then you start with testimonials. Testimonials are like the people who have actually the people you have worked with, and it's just like maybe them talking, or maybe like you showing your testimonials as well. Anything would work. Here you can see Nero Knowledge and one more guy, and after that the final CTA to directly book a call. Now this is the main part. It has to be very smooth. You follow the structure, and in this way you won't look like you're actually trying to sell them something. You have to show that you're actually trying to help them out. And as coaches, I feel you should have that mindset that you're actually helping them out, you're not selling them something. Okay, so yeah, here there was a direct CTA to book a call, and once they scroll down, there is a link to his Calendly, and from there they can directly book a call. Once they book a call, the whole team gets a notification on our Discord, and we celebrate. Okay, like we booked a call. Okay, so yeah, as you can see here, the guy has booked a call, and then it's Muhiz hopping on these calls, and Muhiz ends up closing these calls. Obviously, all the calls, they do not get closed. Even if you consider like 40% of calls they get closed, that's still pretty good. Like 40 to 50% closing rate is still pretty good. Okay, now I'm moving ahead to the juiciest part of this whole video, and that is the Instagram funnel. By the way, we did all of this without ads, without putting a single dollar in ads. So this just works, trust me. uh so yeah, with traffic and reels mainly, as it's Instagram, we only capitalize on reels. Muhiz wasn't just making valuable content. As you see Alex and Mozi talk about, make valuable content, just post out more value, give out more value. That is somewhat true, but not completely true. I'm going to break it down what will actually work. So Muhiz was making a personal brand content which allowed him to attract people which he will actually enjoy working with. So you just do not want to make content to like give away more value, and just by making valuable content you will just attract people, they will consume your value and they will leave. You do not want to do that. You want to build a personal brand. You want to like look like okay, you are someone who is actually the thing, if that makes sense. Okay, I'll just break down the 3 types of content which he mainly focused on. Number 1 is viral content. This is like the first priority if you want to grow your audience, or if you're looking to grow your audience. Again, this is similar to what the top of the funnel content is on YouTube, but here if like nobody's watching your video and like you're just making valuable content, it still does not make sense because people are not going to watch your video and you just don't get any return from that. Here what you mainly do is, we call it a CTA method. What you can do here, and it's not the call to action, it's the other CTA. I'll tell you what is C. C is like copying what is already working. Now copying is not bad. You can literally take a reference from people and then twist it in your unique spin, that is T, and A is amplified to your audience. So we call it the CTA framework. And by simply doing this, you can take some viral trends or like anything that is trending right now, make content around it, get a lot of audience in your funnel, and that's how you make the viral content. Second would be the authority content. Authority content is, once you've made the viral content, once you have people, once you have audience watching your content, it's mainly you building authority. So people won't actually listen to you or respect you if you don't build authority. So now mainly this is going to be the content that you show, where you show that you are ahead of the audience that is watching you. And again, it is not in a some other way. You don't need to be a 10 on 10 for this. If you are even a 7 out of 10, you can still coach people who are like a 3 or 4 out of 10, and you can show them how you can become a 7 out of 10, and you can charge accordingly. Okay, so that's again a misconception people usually have. I need to be the best at what I'm doing. No, if you're already good at what you're doing, you can teach people who are not as good as you to become what you are. Okay, so this is mainly the kind of authority content. You show people that, okay, you should share your client wins, you build authority, you break down case studies, and you give actual advice on what your expertise is. People would consume value, and as I said, like, they won't buy from you. They need to look up to you for them to actually buy from you. Okay, that is the second part. And the third is authentic content. Now this is mainly a very key component of a personal brand content, is because here, when you make content and when you post like valuable content or anything like that, here you have to make people resonate to you. Like, personal brands are not just built by posting value. Personal brands are built by showing off what your exact personality is, and you make people relate to your personality. And here, also one more thing, yeah, I've written it down here, is when you provide value like everyone else, you will just blend in, and people would just buy from you because of your price. So if you are like everyone else in your market just giving out value, so people who are consuming your content, they are going to buy from the one who is like giving the same thing for the cheapest price. They won't look at the value because everyone is giving value, right? So you have to build the authenticity, you have to build the personal brand, and that's what is again going to make people buy from you. These are the main three pillars when you're making reels for your content. Okay, I have broken this down to very specific things. Follow this, and this will actually work for you. And yeah, this mainly these three types of content, and all of this content will attract your total addressable market, which when you create bottom of the funnel content later with a CTA to like maybe book a call or anything like that, people would like fill up your DMs, or maybe with a CTA to like maybe some lead magnet, people would fill up your DMs and your comment sections, and and then you can just start up a conversation and maybe like close them. Okay, not directly. I'll show you how you do that as well. So yeah, this is mainly the content strategy that we use for Instagram. Now I'm showing you what we did for stories. Let me tell you, in the info space right now, in the coaching consulting space right now, people are making a lot of money capitalizing on stories. So if you're not using stories, you are literally losing out on like free money from your stories. So don't make that mistake. Okay, I'm breaking down what stories Muhiz actually uses. Simple two breakdowns, he uses a lot more, but I'm using the two which are the easiest to use, and you can just start using it from today. Number one is personality or kind of like lifestyle stories. Here it's just you showing off your daily whatever you do every day, like you showing off your day-to-day rituals or like whatever you are as a person. Now this really helps is because it helps you build engaged story viewers, and it helps you build a connection with your audience. Now you can show that, okay, I'm traveling here, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and people might watch that and they will be like, okay, he's just like me. He also like uh, maybe he also enjoys with his friends. He is not the perfect guy, but he also does the good things and he also enjoys his life. So you mainly show that off to like help people engage with you. Okay, here you can also like talk about your morals, your values, whatever you are as a person. Again, this acts as a really big uh, middle of the funnel kind of a thing where you actually build connection with your audience. Okay, then is the case study without a CTA. Sorry, I've only written study, by the way. It should be case study stories without a CTA. So mainly here, as you can see, Muhiz has literally posted case studies of his students, and it's without a CTA. So now why is this important? Is because it should not look like you're always posting stories to like sell something. That's not a good image you should have. So you should take care a lot. You should take a lot of care about these things while building a personal brand. So it's just you showing that, okay, my students are winning, and you do not do anything. I mean, you do not post a CTA showing like, okay, DM me the word this to like work with me. Okay. So it's just like you casually show me like, okay, this is my student, he's making a lot. Just post that casually. This works really well. It helps you build hype around your product when you're actually launching. Now, I want you to post those CTAs like DM or maybe reply to the story with the word this CTA only while you're launching. Okay. This you can literally post like 2-3 times a week, and people would just watch that, and nobody can like assume anything bad about you, if that makes sense. So now, yeah, case studies, story sequence. So we have not specifically used this for Muhiz while we were working, but this is like he has done this previously and this works really well. So whenever you're launching some new product, or like whenever you're launching something new, you can do a case study story sequence where it's just a simple story sequence about the specifics result you helped your client achieve, where they were before, where they are now, and what did you do to get them there. So like it's kind of a 3 to 4 story sequence where you smoothly let these leads flow from the first to the last story, and in the last story you just put up a CTA, so like they just reply to your stories and you are filled, your inbox is like filled with DMs. Now I would ideally suggest to do this like once every 2 to 3 weeks, not a lot, because the more you do it, uh the more you're going to look like you're trying to sell them something and all of that, if that makes sense. So don't do this a lot. Like this works really well once or maybe twice a month, not more than that. Okay, that was everything that really works well with the CTA, my bad, stories. So now I'm moving ahead to the DM conversions. Like, how did we actually make these people like book a call or maybe hop on the call? Okay. So as if you remember, the main traffic source was reels. So whenever you post like a CTA reel or anything like that, people would reach out to you. Okay. So then that's when someone comments maybe a keyword or like DMs you a keyword, what happens is you connect it to a ManyChat automation, and that ManyChat automation instantly fires and it would send the free resource to their DM. So once that resource is being sent, your setter comes in the place. Now your setter, what he will do is he will start up a conversation, he will talk to these people, and we have a very specific framework that we used to follow. Now we follow something else. I'm breaking it down, like, wait, stick around, don't worry, I'm not skipping out on anything. That's what we do to like start up conversations. If not that, then what else you guys can do is every single person who like engages with your content, who follows you, or maybe who comments but they do not comment the keyword, you can still reach out to them. You can be like, you appreciate the follow, you appreciate the like, and then you can start the conversation like that. It's obviously not you, it's going to be your setter who is going to do that, and this really helps you to book them. This is the main place where you actually book calls, and now I'm going to explain you everything like how we book that. Okay, so this is how you can start up these conversations. We used to have a specific kind of a DM framework, kind of a flow, but we have recently transitioned to kind of a no framework dynamic trading, where the feedback that we've got from clients is the setters are literally talking like us. People do not even understand that it's a setter talking to these clients. So it's a few tweaks and a few changes in the trainings that we've made, which has led to this outcome. But yeah, clients are literally saying that, okay, like your setters, they literally talk like me. So that's a small tweak we've done, but still the framework that I'm going to give you right now, it still works. Okay. So the framework is simple. Like, number one is you build the connection with them. My bad, not the connection. Like, you start the conversation. It's like, it can be personal. It can be a warm outbound message where if they engage with you or anything like that, or if they are just checking out your profile, you can just view their profile and start up a conversation. Okay, you had been to this place, I really love this place, like, what do you think about it? You can start up a conversation. Then you can smoothly transition to all of this that I've just showed here. You can just, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You can just follow this and come up with your own messaging. Obviously, I'm not going to give you the whole messaging, but You can use this framework. Please take a screenshot or anything like that if you want. And also I'm showing you the DM script that we had used, we had made for him. We transitioned to the no script method, but here's the script, like here's the exact things we used. Again, like maybe if you want the whole copy of this or maybe a document of this, like the exact thing, maybe just DM me on Instagram, shoot me a text. The link is in the description. Shoot me a text and I'll just send you if you want to just copy that. Okay. So yeah, then once they start up a conversation, as I said, I have explained the whole process, like how do you do that. I've shown you like the steps and everything. So you can follow those steps and come up with the messaging, and you can train your setters on that. So once you train your setters, here you can see the conversations are pretty deep. Like just see here, people are literally opening up about their current situation or like whatever, wherever they want to be. You can see like a 10 to 15 line message here. The guy is saying, I like literally did $9,000 of profit last month. So this is really important because in this process, you actually qualify and disqualify the leads. You do not want to be working with people who like don't even make the money uh, of like affording your services, right? So here you disqualify people and you just send them a free resource if they're not financially qualified or maybe not even fit for your program. And if they are, only then you book a call, because again, it's not a waste of time for Muhiz as well, right? So that's why this process is very important. This can literally make or break your sale. So make sure you're super hands-on with this. And also one more sauce kind of a thing that we've recently started using is we started using voice notes. So now what we did here is we listed out the common objections the client had, and whenever it's like maybe it's like people ghosting or any bottlenecks we had in the conversation, we ask the client to record voice note for that. And we have a specific framework where we like send these voice notes and they look like the real voice notes. So it's like your setter sending these voice notes, but people literally think that it's the client talking to them. As you can see here, the guy ghosted because maybe he thought it's some setter or anything like that. So we just came up with a voice note which was already obviously pre-recorded. We can use it like hundreds of times and people would think like it's the client sending them the voice note. But yeah, and then the guy literally said, "Oh, so it's not a setter. What's good, bro? Appreciate you reaching out." And then we actually ended up booking that guy for a call. So that's pretty crazy. It works really well. I'm just giving you the free sauce that works. And if yeah, the lead is financially qualified, what we do is the setter would send them the booking link. And again, while he's sending the booking link, make sure the setter creates a lot of urgency. Okay, and that's again the DM framework, the messaging. What we have used is like, by the way, could you book it in right now, so that I can make sure I prepare something really cool for you before the call. That way, when people are actually in the pain in the conversation and when you send them the booking, that way they straight up book. If you add a lot of friction, if you add like 2 days to like just send the booking link, people are not going to book because they're already out of that painful situation. They're not warm enough. Okay, that way they won't get booked. So yeah, once the lead books in the call, again the whole team gets a notification. We again celebrate the win. Okay, it's not a win, but yeah, it's just like we booked a call. So yeah, that way the whole team gets notified. Then he hops on a call, and that's how we make a simple close. This was a complete breakdown of the whole strategy of literally everything we did for Muhiz. And by the way, if you're a coach or a consultant and you want to work one-on-one with me, this is not a sales pitch. It's not going to be like a very harsh sales or anything like that. It is just going to be like a one-on-one call. We'll hop on a call. I'll see if I can maybe help you. And if not, obviously I can help you out on that call. I can maybe give you out some free resource that would actually help you. And by the way, we only work on commission. So it's like a win-win for both of us. If you're a coach or a consultant or a creator looking to start like a coaching offer, or you're just struggling to grow your current coaching offer, just book a call with me in the first link from the description and I'll personally hop on a call with you. And the second link is like literally my Instagram. You can just follow me, check out my content, and that's pretty much it. Bye bye. See you.